Have you ever felt a sudden, unexplainable shift in your spirit the moment you woke up today? As if the universe was holding its breath just for you. Welcome back to the channel. Today is not just another day, it is a divine appointment. Allah has brought a major revelation specifically for the chosen ones this morning, and you being here is no coincidence. In this video, we are diving deep into what this message means for your life, your purpose, and your immediate future. You are going to learn so much about the path ahead and how to navigate the blessings and challenges that come with this calling. So, stay focused, stay ready, and let's uncover the revelation that has been waiting for you. Being chosen is not a badge of ego, but a heavy mantle of spiritual responsibility that sets you apart from the collective noise. You often feel like an outsider because your soul is tuned to a frequency that others cannot hear, carrying a weight that forces you to walk a solitary path of growth. This divine selection means your life is no longer your own. It is a vessel for a higher truth, requiring you to act with a level of integrity and awareness that most people never reach. The essence of being the chosen one lies in the purification process that Allah initiates within your heart, stripping away superficial desires to reveal your true essence. You are being refined through fire, not to be punished, but to be polished into a mirror that reflects divine light into a darkened world. This role demands a total surrender of your personal will to the greater plan, trusting that the isolation you feel is actually a protective boundary. Your journey as a chosen one is defined by the unique trials that only you can overcome, serving as a blueprint for others who are lost. Every struggle you face is a lesson designed to build the spiritual muscle necessary to lead and inspire without saying a word. You are a living testimony of resilience, and your role is to anchor peace and wisdom in environments where chaos usually reigns, acting as a silent pillar of strength. Understanding this role requires you to recognize that your intuition is a direct line of communication from the Creator, guiding you away from traps that others fall into. You possess a natural discernment that allows you to see through deceptions and recognize the underlying truth in every situation. This internal compass is your greatest tool, and as a chosen one, you are tasked with sharpening this gift every single day through prayer and meditation. Ultimately, your role is to be a bridge between the seen and the unseen, bringing the values of the spiritual realm into the physical world. You are called to embody compassion, justice, and unwavering faith, even when the world offers no reward for it. By accepting this divine selection, you step into a legacy of light bearers, committed to a mission that transcends your own lifetime and leaves an eternal mark on the souls you encounter. Divine timing operates on a scale that ignores human calendars, appearing exactly when the lessons of your past have been fully integrated and mastered. This morning marks a turning point because you have finally cleared the spiritual clutter that was blocking your vision, allowing the light of this revelation to hit your heart with full force. It is the moment where preparation meets opportunity, signaling that the waiting period is over and the season of manifestation has begun. This specific revelation is arriving now to provide you with the necessary fuel for the challenges and breakthroughs that are scheduled for the coming months. Allah brings this message to your doorstep as a source of clarity in a world of confusion, ensuring you have the map before you start the next leg of your journey. It is an act of divine mercy, giving you a head start and a deeper understanding so that you can move with confidence while others are still guessing. The stillness of the morning provides the perfect canvas for a message of this magnitude to be painted upon your spirit. By delivering this revelation now, the divine is emphasizing the importance of your first thoughts and intentions, setting the tone for a monumental shift in your trajectory. You are being awakened not just physically but spiritually to a higher awareness that will govern every decision you make from this point forward. Accepting this message this morning is a sign that you are being trusted with a new level of authority and insight. The turning point you are standing at is the bridge between who you were and who you are destined to be. And this revelation is the key that unlocks the door. Stay ready, because the energy of this morning is carrying the blueprint of your future, and its arrival is proof that you are fully supported by the heavens in your next move. Recognizing the signs from Allah requires a heightened state of spiritual awareness, where the ordinary world begins to speak in a language of profound symbols and synchronicities. You may notice repetitive numbers, sudden shifts in the atmosphere, or a persistent feeling in your chest that compels you to look closer at your surroundings. These are not mere coincidences. They are divine breadcrumbs designed to lead you toward the major revelation meant only for your eyes and heart. The major message often arrives through a sudden clarity that pierces through your daily worries, making the complex problems of yesterday seem simple and resolved. This revelation acts as a spiritual download, providing you with answers to questions you hadn't even voiced yet, but that your soul was desperately asking. When Allah sends a signal, it carries a weight of peace and certainty that overrides the logic of the mind, settling deep within your spirit as an undeniable truth. Deciphering these signals involves paying close attention to your dreams and the intuitive whispers that occur in moments of silence. Often, the revelation is hidden in the quietest part of your morning, manifesting as a thought that feels external to your own ego, a guiding voice that points you toward a specific action or realization. This divine communication is tailored specifically to your unique path, ensuring that the message resonates with your personal history and your future potential. Physical manifestations in your environment, such as the sudden appearance of certain people or the closing of doors that no longer serve you, are also part of this grand revelation. Allah uses the material world to reflect the spiritual changes happening within you, signaling that a major shift is underway. By observing these external changes without fear, you can decode the direction in which the divine is steering you, allowing you to move in flow with the cosmic plan. Ultimately, the major revelation is a call to align your heart with the divine frequency of gratitude and surrender. As you learn to read these signs, you develop a deeper intimacy with the Creator, understanding that every event in your life is a carefully placed word in a larger story. This morning's message is a reminder that you are never walking alone, and that the guidance you seek is already being broadcasted to you through the subtle and powerful signs of the divine. Preparing your mind and soul for a divine shift requires the construction of a spiritual shield, built through consistent prayer and the deliberate filtering of the energy you allow into your space. You must guard your thoughts against the arrows of doubt and the noise of the world, creating an inner sanctuary where the revelation can take root and grow. This readiness is not a passive state, but an active positioning of your spirit to handle the increased weight of the blessing that is coming. A prepared mind is one that has been emptied of old grievances and limiting beliefs, making room for the expansive nature of a major revelation. You must practice the discipline of mental silence, refusing to entertain fears about the future or regrets about the past, so that your focus remains sharp on the present moment. By fortifying your mental state, you ensure that when the shift happens, you are stable enough to lead others and carry out your mission without being swayed by external chaos. Soul preparation involves a deep dive into self-reflection and the removal of spiritual blockages that might hinder your progress. This process often feels like a period of isolation or intense internal pressure, but it is actually the hardening of your spiritual armor. As you cleanse your heart of envy, pride, and resentment, your soul becomes a clearer vessel for divine light, allowing you to receive the full power of the revelation without it being distorted by personal shadows. Staying ready means maintaining a state of high vibration through acts of service, devotion, and unwavering faith in the unseen. Your shield is strengthened every time you choose trust over anxiety and kindness over defensiveness, signaling to the heavens that you are a reliable steward of the gifts being bestowed upon you. This spiritual conditioning ensures that your energy remains protected from those who might try to drain or distract you from your path as a chosen one. The upcoming shift will demand a version of you that is both flexible and unbreakable, a balance that can only be achieved through deep spiritual grounding. By putting on the shield of faith today, you are declaring your readiness to step into the unknown with total confidence in Allah's protection. You are not just waiting for the change. You are becoming the change, ensuring that when the revelation manifests, you are standing tall, fully equipped to embrace the destiny that has been written for you. The power of staying ready in quietness lies in the sacred preservation of your energy, ensuring that the seeds of revelation are not scattered before they have time to take root. When Allah grants you a major insight, there is a natural urge to share it. Yet the chosen one understands that silence acts as a spiritual incubator. By keeping your progress and your revelations private, you prevent the projections and doubts of others from leaking into your vision, allowing the message to solidify within your own heart first. Quietness is not a sign of inactivity, but a strategic gathering of strength that prepares you for the moment of manifestation. In the stillness of your own company, you are able to process the depths of the divine message without the distortion of external opinions or societal expectations. This period of secrecy serves as a filter, ensuring that when you finally do speak or act, your influence is pure, potent, and unshakable, carrying the full weight of the divine authority you have cultivated in private. Staying ready in silence also teaches you the discipline of internal validation, where your connection with the Creator becomes the only source of approval you require. As you walk this path, you will find that the most profound shifts happen in the moments when no one is watching, building a foundation of character that can withstand the public eye later. This hidden growth is what separates the superficial from the truly chosen, as it proves you can handle the responsibility of a revelation without needing the applause of men. There is a divine protection that exists within the shadows of your own journey, where the enemy cannot attack what he cannot see. By moving in silence, you bypass the traps of jealousy and spiritual interference that often arise when a major breakthrough is announced too early. Your readiness is maintained through a humble and quiet heart, allowing Allah to work behind the scenes to align your circumstances perfectly before the world ever realizes that your life has fundamentally changed. Ultimately, the power of quietness is about honoring the intimacy of the revelation and respecting the sanctity of the timing Allah has set for you. When you master the art of staying ready in the hush of the morning and the solitude of your prayers, you become a vessel of true mystery and power. You understand that the greatest moves are often made in silence, and by the time you step into the light, the victory has already been won in the quiet chambers of your soul. Breaking the chains of the past is an essential requirement for the chosen one, as the new revelation cannot inhabit a space filled with old, stagnant energy. You are being called to consciously sever ties with the versions of yourself that were defined by trauma, failure, or the expectations of others. This process of letting go is often painful, acting as a spiritual shedding where you must leave behind the safety of the familiar to embrace the magnitude of the destiny that Allah has prepared for you. To move forward, you must recognize that your past was a training ground, not a permanent residence, and its purpose has been served the moment you received this morning's message. Habits that once comforted you but now restrict your growth must be abandoned with firm resolve, as they represent the anchors holding you back from the coming shift. This radical detachment is a sign of your maturity and your willingness to prioritize the divine mandate over your own comfort and nostalgia. Toxic cycles, whether they are found in relationships or internal thought patterns, must be broken to ensure that the revelation can manifest without contamination. You cannot carry the bitterness of old betrayals into a season of new blessings, as the weight of that baggage will eventually tire your spirit and cloud your judgment. Breaking these chains requires a courageous inventory of your life, identifying every connection that drains your light and choosing to walk away in favor of your spiritual health. As you leave the past behind, you create a vacuum that Allah fills with new wisdom, higher frequencies, and divine opportunities that were previously inaccessible. This transition is a rebirth, where you are given the chance to redefine your identity based on the revelation you have received rather than the mistakes you have made. Every chain you break is a declaration of your freedom and a testimony to your trust in the path that is currently unfolding before you. Embracing this new chapter means walking through the door of the present with empty hands, ready to receive whatever the divine has in store. The past no longer has a claim on your future because the revelation of this morning has rewritten your trajectory and empowered you with a new sense of purpose. By standing firm in your decision to move forward, you signal to the universe that you are ready to embody the fullness of your calling, completely unhindered by the shadows of who you used to be. The test of readiness is a divine examination of your character, designed to ensure that your spirit is strong enough to carry the weight of the revelation you have been given. It is one thing to receive a vision, but it is another to possess the spiritual discipline required to sustain it without falling into the traps of ego or complacency. This test often manifests as a period of intense pressure or a series of small repetitive challenges that force you to demonstrate whether you can remain consistent in your faith when the initial excitement of the message fades. True preparation is found in your ability to maintain your composure and your connection to Allah, even when the external world seems to contradict the promise you have received. This stage of the journey asks if you can stay committed to the high standards of a chosen one when no one is watching, and when there are no immediate rewards for your righteousness. It is a process of internal hardening, where your resolve is tempered like steel, ensuring that your foundation is built on the rock of divine truth rather than the shifting sands of emotion. You must understand that great spiritual power requires a corresponding level of discipline in your daily habits, your speech, and your thoughts. The divine will not entrust a global or major mission to a vessel that is easily cracked by minor distractions or worldly temptations. Therefore, the test of readiness serves as a protective measure, refining you until your reactions are aligned with divine wisdom rather than impulsive human nature, proving that you are a reliable steward of the sacred. As you navigate this test, you may encounter moments of deep reflection where your past insecurities are brought to the surface to be dealt with once and for all. This is not to discourage you, but to ensure that there are no weak points in your spiritual armor that could be exploited later. By facing these internal hurdles with honesty and prayer, you demonstrate a level of maturity that signals to the heavens that you are indeed ready to step into the authority that comes with being a chosen one. Ultimately, passing the test of readiness means that your spirit has become a mirror for the revelation, reflecting it with clarity and strength in every action you take. It is the final confirmation that you have moved beyond being merely a hearer of the word to becoming a living embodiment of the message. When you reach this state of alignment, the shift you have been waiting for can finally occur, as you have proven that you have the capacity to hold the glory that is about to be revealed through you. Navigating the shadows as a chosen one requires a deep understanding that your light will naturally attract both those seeking warmth and those who wish to extinguish it. However, you can move forward without fear because the same power that chose you has also placed a divine hedge of protection around your life. This protection is not always visible, but it is felt as a series of near misses and closed doors that were actually traps designed to divert you from your high calling, showing that Allah is constantly working as your unseen guardian. Divine protection operates by sharpening your discernment, allowing you to sense the intentions of others before they are even spoken. You will find that as you step into this major chapter, certain people will naturally drift away from your life, not because of your failure, but because their energy can no longer survive in the presence of the revelation you carry. This clearing of your social and spiritual space is an act of mercy, ensuring that you are surrounded only by those who are meant to support your journey into the light. Even when you walk through the valleys of the shadow, times of confusion, loneliness, or spiritual attack, you must remember that the darkness has no power over the light that has been ordained by Allah. These moments are often used to strengthen your reliance on the divine, teaching you that your safety lies not in your own strength, but in your proximity to the Creator. The shadows are merely a backdrop that makes your eventual manifestation more brilliant, serving as a reminder that the darkness is always under divine control. To stay protected, you must remain under the canopy of humility and constant remembrance of your source, for pride is the only crack that can weaken your spiritual shield. As long as you acknowledge that your revelation and your role are gifts from Allah, you remain in a position of spiritual safety that the world cannot touch. This divine security allows you to move boldly and take the risks necessary for your growth, knowing that your path has been paved and your enemies have been silenced before you even arrive. Ultimately, navigating with divine protection means walking with the quiet confidence of someone who knows the end of the story. You are a protected asset of the heavens, and your mission is too important to be derailed by the schemes of the world or the whispers of the shadows. As you embrace this new chapter, you can do so with a heart at peace, fully aware that the one who brought the revelation is the same one who will sustain you, protect you, and bring you to the fullness of your destiny. Alignment and action require you to move in perfect harmony with the spiritual frequencies you have received, ensuring that your physical steps mirror the divine blueprint. It is not enough to simply possess the revelation. You must become a conscious participant in its unfolding by making choices that reflect your new reality. This means auditing your daily routine and your long-term goals to ensure they are no longer serving an outdated version of yourself, but are instead focused on the high-level mission Allah has placed before you. Moving in harmony with the revelation means trusting the subtle nudges of your intuition over the loud demands of the world. When you are aligned, you no longer feel the need to force outcomes or struggle against the flow of life. Instead, you find that opportunities begin to appear exactly when you are ready to act upon them. This state of divine flow is achieved when your internal conviction and your external actions become one, creating a powerful momentum that carries you toward your destiny with grace and precision. Translating spiritual insights into real-world moves requires a blend of faith and practical wisdom, where you act on the guidance you have received even when the full picture is not yet visible. You are being called to be a person of action, not just a dreamer, which means taking the first step into the unknown with the absolute certainty that the path will be illuminated as you go. This proactive stance signals to the heavens that you are serious about your calling, and that you are prepared to handle the physical responsibilities that come with spiritual elevation. Alignment also involves a commitment to excellence in every task you undertake, recognizing that as a chosen one, your work is a form of worship and a testimony to your Creator. Whether you are making major career shifts or small adjustments in your personal conduct, your actions must be infused with the integrity and clarity of the revelation. By maintaining this high standard, you ensure that your influence remains potent and that your life becomes a living example of what it means to walk in total alignment with divine will. Ultimately, the marriage of alignment and action is what transforms a vision into a tangible reality that can change the world around you. As you move with purpose and confidence, you will see the doors of destiny swing open, proving that the revelation was not just a message to be heard, but a catalyst for a total life transformation. Your willingness to move in harmony with this morning's message is the final key that unlocks the blessings and the power that have been reserved for your next great chapter. The final affirmation is your soul's declaration of ownership over the transformation that has taken place within you this morning. It is the moment where you stop questioning your worthiness and start fully inhabiting the identity of the chosen one that Allah has ordained you to be. This internal yes is a powerful spiritual frequency that seals the revelation into your heart, making it an unshakable part of your character and ensuring that you will not revert to old ways when the world tries to pull you back. Claiming your transformation requires you to speak and think from the perspective of your future self, the one who has already integrated the lessons and the power of this major revelation. You must walk with the posture of someone who knows they are backed by the Almighty, letting go of the need for external validation or permission to be great. This radical self-acceptance is not rooted in ego, but in a profound gratitude for the grace that has been bestowed upon you, recognizing that your glory is a reflection of the Divine's handiwork. As you embrace your new identity, you will notice a shift in how the world perceives you, as your internal certainty creates an aura of authority and peace that cannot be ignored. The transformation is not just a change in what you do, but a fundamental change in who you are at the core of your being. By standing firmly in this new truth, you become a beacon for others, showing them that it is possible to rise above circumstances and embody a higher purpose through faith and surrender. The glory ahead of you is far greater than the trials behind you, and this final affirmation is your commitment to never settle for anything less than your divine potential. You are being invited to step into a life of abundance, influence, and spiritual depth that was once only a distant dream. By claiming this transformation today, you are anchoring your spirit in the promise of success and protection, knowing that the one who began this good work in you is faithful to bring it to a magnificent completion. In this concluding focus, you must realize that you are the living manifestation of a divine plan that was set in motion long before you were born. The revelation of this morning was the final piece of the puzzle, and your acceptance of it is the catalyst for a global impact that starts within your own heart. Stay ready, stay focused, and walk boldly into the light, for you are the chosen one, and your time of manifestation has officially arrived. As we close this sacred chapter together, remember that you didn't stumble up this message by accident. You were summoned to it. The path of a chosen one is never the easiest, but it is always the most rewarding because you walk with the hand of the Creator guiding your every step. May this morning's revelation sit deep in your spirit, giving you the strength to stand tall and the wisdom to act when the moment is right. I want to hear from you now. What was the one part of this message that felt like it was written specifically for your soul? What did you understand about your journey today? If you've made it all the way to the end and you are ready to claim this new chapter, let's show the world the power of this community and help this message reach more souls who need it. To show your support and signal your readiness, comment the word revelation down below. By typing it, you are not only helping more people find this light, but you are also affirming to yourself and the divine that you are awake, you are watching, and you are ready for what's next. Stay blessed, stay focused, and as always, stay ready.